All right, now we're ready. Sound check again. I believe you can see the slideshow now. Got a thumbs up on that from Zoom, my Zoom people. I have to remember to look up there. Awesome. Welcome to team meeting. This is our middle of the month meeting, which usually we've got some interesting KW information and updates. And just a reminder, our first of the month meeting are typically is comprised of our departmental updates. So thank you for being here with us today. We've got a little teaser up top. Stay tuned, more information coming there. And we are very eagerly working on no longer being Keller Williams, Burlington, Hillsborough, and Mebane. We are all one, so exciting things coming there. Do we have any bucket fills? And just a reminder for my folks in the room, you'll need to use the microphone so that our Zoom folks can hear us. Zoom, feel free to pop in as well. And I've got Christy May going first.
I want to bucket fill our awesome culture committee that and everybody that volunteered to help make our Red Day a huge success. We are saving lives and putting smiles on some old people's faces. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I don't. That came out really wrong, but I love y'all. Bye.
We'll call it giving a little dose of sunshine. Yes. Thank you, Christy May. It was a success. As we know, it was very different this year. I've gotten some great feedback from the text message that went out yesterday about things that we can start working on next year, and just know that we were limited with COVID regulations, and I'm just proud of y'all for pulling it together like you did. They were beautiful, colorful sunshine bags and smiles all the way around. And we only had one bleeder in the blood drive, so not naming any names. Do we have any other bucket fills? Oh, wait. I know there's somebody in there. Come on. Here, bucket fill, bucket fill. Who's gonna break our awkward silence? I got one.
I would like to bucket fill the closing contract to closing department, because they are doing a phenomenal job really helping me as far as getting the contracts closed. Any situation or issues, they just jump right on it. And Kim and Chris are doing a fabulous job. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wendy, thank you so much. How much time do you think that gives you back in a transaction?
I couldn't even tell you. It's limitless, really. I get to go on listing appointments instead of getting documents signed and initialed and stuff that I mess up. They take care of it and stop my messing up.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Any other bucket fills? Speak now, or you'll have to wait till the next meeting. All right. We have got a guest here with us today, Miss Carla Campbell from Heritage Title. She's got a couple of things to go over with you. Carla, if you'll just let me know when you're ready for me to switch slides. And then we're going to open the floor for some questions. I know that there have been some questions around Heritage Title. Basically, in a nutshell, we've been allowing this to operate by default for our clients. We have not been guiding them and directing the process. And there are some benefits to taking this information and using it appropriately in your transaction. So Carla, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Good morning.
Hang on just a second. There. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
See what we can do.
How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay.
Dylan.
Click on participants down at the bottom and see if you can find their name and right click and unmute.
Okay, but
Hang with us.
Dylan, come here for a
She-
second.
She's unmuted.
Oh, shit.
I can't figure out where our controls went.
How many people does it take to run?
Because that's what I thought too. I thought she would.
And
where
ask
did
her
we
if
go?
she can speak now.
Try speaking now, Carla.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, gotcha. Thank
Yay,
you so
awesome.
much, Dylan.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Good morning. My name is Carla Campbell, and I apologize for not being there in person. I will try my best to be there. I had to be at 2 different team calls this morning, so this was enabled me to do both. So I appreciate it. Just for those of you who don't know who we are, because I know this process is a little new, you guys just joined the partnership at the end of last year, and with COVID and everybody working from home, I haven't been able to get out there, and I'm actually new as well. I'm new to, they've been around for a couple years, but we didn't have a marketing person. So I started with these guys in January, but I've been in the business since 2002. And I'm also a realtor at Keller Williams. So I just do a very part-time on the side because I'm really here as your title representative today. But I wanted to let you guys know that I do have that background. But Heritage is your business partner for title. They serve your office as well as 8 other offices across the state. And I apologize, I sent the old slide. So this says New Bern and Morehead City, but it's Burlington, Raleigh, Durham, Asheville, Wilmington, Winston-Salem, Morehead, and New Bern, as well as you guys. So we stay busy issuing title insurances and title insurance commitments and policies. And we use your local attorneys to do that. So we are also an agent of Investors Title Insurance Company. They are the underwriter for the title insurance. So that's basically who we are. And the reason why we want to come in front of you guys today is because a lot of you don't understand. In North Carolina, the attorney does the closing, but there's a separate company that does the title portion of the closing, issues the policy and commitments. And so what we would like to do is we would like to start partnering with you guys to get your referrals. You're already sending the contract over to the attorney. So if you'll go to the next slide, we have a referral process here, and it basically takes you from when you guys are doing the contract, you're getting your affiliated business arrangement disclosure signed saying that Heritage has a relationship with Keller Williams and vice versa. There's also a title insurance selection form that the ladies were going to have added, and I believe they had added to your online system so that it's already in there where it says you have the buyer say, I am selecting Heritage Title for the title portion of the closing. And then the third step in this process is actually then taking the contract, and you guys have these great contract to close folks. And I met them a couple weeks ago. And so just you need to make sure that you remind them that if they'll CC Heritage Title, it's info@heritagetitllc.com, and say, my buyer has selected Heritage Title for the title portion of the closing. Then if you guys do those 3 simple steps, then the attorney is aware that they should use Heritage, and then we're aware that you guys have selected us. And the great thing then that happens is that we kick into action. When we get that email within 30 minutes, we turn around and provide the prior title insurance policy to the attorney. They never have to ask us for it. That saves them a big step. That also saves them a huge step if we are able to provide it, because then that shortens the search period that they have to do, because they're able to tack onto the old policy. And then the best thing is, if we have the prior policy, your customers, your buyers are able to get a reissue discount on the title insurance. So we're trying to save our buyers money right now because houses are costing them way over asking. And so we just want to make sure that we're doing everything. And this is a way for you guys to save them some money. And then the other great part about using Heritage is that then the money that you guys are getting, you guys, since you're an owner in Heritage Title, that money that you guys make, a portion of it comes back into your market center. So you guys are able to do all sorts of different fun things. And the ladies can talk to you guys a little bit about that. We did a really nice luncheon the other day for top producers. But, I'm sure there's lots of different things that your office is doing with that money. And I'm sure you'd rather it come back into your market center than to go to some title company in California or New York. So keep that in mind. Also, the attorneys are local so that your attorney who you're using is able to use our attorneys who are here in Chapel Hill, and they take care of them if there's any title problems. So if you'll go to the next slide, I just really quickly summed it up for you guys. So 3 steps to refer to Heritage Title. No later than the time of contract, make sure you're having your buyer sign that affiliated business disclosure document. Copy CC Heritage Title when sending the ratified contract to the attorney, and the email's there and it's also in the chat. And then just state in the email that the buyer has selected Heritage for that title portion of the closing. So that's pretty much in a nutshell how you can refer to me. And I'm happy to answer a few questions. You can either put them in the chat or you can, whatever's easiest for you guys. If you, Ariel, if you want to stop sharing the screen, I can come back up and we can see if anybody has any questions. Yay.
Go.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions for Carla? 2 things that you said in there real fast that I love is that, well, and one thing that you didn't mention, you all have more than 60% of,
Yeah, thank you.
You want to speak on that for just a minute?
Yeah, so the reason why it's great to use us too is that we have about a 60% market share in North Carolina because we are partnered with Investors Title, which means in 60% of the cases, just about we're going to have the prior policy. So then your attorney's not going to have to go anywhere else in 60% of the cases, and then your customer's going to get that discount. So that's real important. So thank you. Sorry.
Yes, no. So 60% chance that you can save your buyers money on that reissue discount.
Yeah.
Those are pretty high.
Yeah, without doing very much work. So.
I love the fact that you're an agent with KW. I know some great ones.
Yes,
I didn't know that about you. And
Yes.
that's just a testament to the growth path that you have within this company, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm a title attorney. I did closings in Northern Virginia for many, many years, moved back to North Carolina. I got my real estate license, and I've been on a team that just joined Keller Williams in the fall, right before I got this job doing title again. So, but any questions for me on, you guys, my email is super simple too. I'll put it in the chat. If anybody has any questions, if they're shy and don't want to ask in front of the group, totally understand. Or if you think of something after the fact, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I like to be your resource for any title problems that may come up. But yes, thanks for the time today. I really appreciate it. But would love to work with you guys because I know we're not getting business from but about 20% of the market center. So we have a lot of room to grow, a lot of money to make for you guys.
Yes. And as always at Keller Williams, we believe that who you're in business with matters. And I find that a lot of agents don't delve into this because they just simply don't understand it. And they don't feel like they know the ins and outs of title and can explain it to their buyers. And the important aspect of that is lean on the organization that you've partnered with in business to help guide you there. There's a reason why, and to be a true fiduciary for our clients, we need to direct them in the ways that are going to serve them to the highest ability. So if you know that attorneys are just by default choosing who they want to send the title policy to, but yet there's a company out there that could save them money on the reissue discount, then wouldn't it be best for your clients to provide them that information? So in no sense are they required to use Heritage, and yet at the same time, if they don't know about it, they're not picking anybody at all, which then leaves the attorney to make that decision for them, because they typically aren't going to give them the option to make a choice in there either. So you don't have to know the ins and outs of it. Carla is extremely responsive. If there's any questions that you run across that you feel like you're not prepared to answer, and again, like I said, who we're in business with matters, and there's a reason why KW is in business with Heritage Title. So thank you for being here today, Carla.
Thank you, guys. And especially in this market, I just want to ping real quick with as fast as everything is moving and as many offers as are coming in and out, you want to make sure that the offer that does get, if your offer gets accepted, you want to make sure it closes, and you don't want a title problem to prevent that. So if anything ever comes up like that, please definitely let me know.
Yes, great information. And we will have that information out in the team with the team meeting recording and notes as well. So
Great.
Don't worry if you didn't get that written down.
Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.
I was like, where did my mouse go? Here we go. All right, I think we're back up. We've got a few birthdays to celebrate today. This has been the 2 months of birthdays, right? So happy birthday to these amazing agents listed. You can see Jen Dixon, Carl Driver, Jordan McCann, Quandra, Jack Menino, Donna Dunamick, Curtis Brown, Chris Young, Denise Wren, Randy Kaz, Sarah Montrose, Shannon Wren, Ethiel, Xiaoping, David, Lavara, Victoria, Paul, Gail, Jessica, Deborah, Michael, and Hilla. Happy birthday. We are glad you've been born. Our lives would not be the same without you. We also have some work anniversaries. As you can see, you ought to be proud of yourself. So grateful to the folks that have chosen to partner with us in business. Without you, there would be no reason for us to be here, right? We all live in the leadership world and in the staff world to serve you. So thank you so much for celebrating your work anniversary with us. And I won't read all of these. You can see. All right. We have some cappers in the house. Elvis, happy capping. Ethiel, happy capping. Takesha, happy capping. Jim Wooten, happy capping. A first transaction, Maddie Malik. And if I can just say real fast, numbers are subject to what has been turned in. We ran into a situation where we celebrated a first transaction that had occurred like 3 months prior, and it does not show on our side of the system until it processes through command. So if there was ever anybody out there that was slightly delayed at getting their things into command, which none of you amazing people would do, it may impact the reporting and the celebration of your numbers. Obviously not the case. Maddie has turned her things in and celebrating her first transaction. So proud of you, girlfriend. We've got some top producers in the house with Sandy Sparks, 3rd place for the month of April. 2nd place, Robbie Cavender for the month of April. And who's it gonna be? Amber, 1st place, top producer for the month of April. Congratulations. I know y'all are working hard in your teams as well. We have a top profit share earner, Nanette Noel. Just a real quick bit on profit share. Everybody who comes into KW names a sponsor. This person, there's no strings attached. There's no mentorship that you owe a sponsee. There's nothing that the sponsor is required to do in return. And the reason that it has to be kept simple is because it works across the world. If you were to have a conversation with somebody that tipped them over the edge to joining Keller Williams in Italy, there's no way that you could guarantee your mentorship to them because you don't know the market and you don't know how things work in Italy, I would assume. So just a real quick tip on that. It is also willable. You can give it to your children. There have been stories up on stage at the cultural summits where folks have willed their profit share to the single mom down the road and have completely changed lives because of that. So really, really cool system. I don't know any other company out there that the owner gives back 48.5% of their profits to the people that participate in profit share. It's to the tune of thousands and thousands of dollars every month that are given back to these agents. So it's a great thing. It's the gift that Keller Williams has to give to the loyal folks that are a part of this great company. So thank you, Nanette. It's exciting. We've got some numbers. Look at this. Closed units up 50% month over month from last year, 31% year to date. Closed volume. Listings taken, we're actually up a little bit year to date, 20% month over month. Listings sold volume, look at that, 86%. Contracts written, up 20%, 3% year to date. Contracts written volume up as well. And literally breaking records every month, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think is affecting your business? Positive or negative? If you want to jump in, you can. If not, totally fine. Just think about this. Is your business up? Is it in alignment with these numbers? Are these numbers in alignment with MLS? And I can tell you from my studies that KW is outperforming MLS in a lot of these ways. So what stories are you telling your clients? I've heard on the conversation, or I've heard conversations in the hall today, agents telling potential sellers that there's no inventory, houses are going fast, there's nothing out there to buy. Well, what happens if that seller is a buyer also? Be careful the story that you're telling. Listing sold volume is up 35% for the year. So is it that there's no inventory? Or is it that we're moving fast? I believe quoted recently, 65% of homeowners don't know the value of their homes. Might it make a difference in our inventory if they did? That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. What opportunities do you see for growth? Both in the market, potentially within your own business. And then what deserves to be celebrated? Sometimes we just got to say, I know why I'm feeling tired at the end of the week. I need to take a vacation. Put it on the calendar. Gary Keller says that your vacation, your playtime should be scheduled first. Otherwise, you get all the way to the end and you didn't take it. Want to work to live, right? Not live to work. Our company believes in building careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacy is worth leaving. And I want you to think about that. Are you living a life worth living? I, without a doubt, can say that I am. I am. And I have a lot of conversations each week, and I find folks consistently that say, I'm just kind of happy where I'm at. I don't want to grow. And if I don't challenge you on that, then I'm managing, I'm not leading, and I'm not fulfilling my mission. So what could you possibly be holding on to today that's no longer serving you? Or what could you put in place that might serve you better? Are you in a career worth having? If you're not, let's have a conversation. There's places that you can grow. There's places that you can move into. Are you running production or are you running a business? Because there's a big difference, right? Are you in the grind every day? Do you just you work your 9 to 5 and go home and cook dinner and don't feel that feeling of being alive? You know, when you walk outside and it's really cold outside and the air catches your breath and you're like, whoa, that's cold, but I'm alive. Do you do the things that make you feel that way? And are you with the people, surrounded by the people that make you feel that way? And if not, I'm not saying go ditch all your friends. Let's have a conversation about it. Or even first, just think about it. Just think about it. Our goal is to be the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers. As always, God, family, business. Is that how you live? Win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Do they really? Do they? When that phone is ring 18 times and you failed to answer it. Or not set up. Your voicemail's full or not set up. Customers always come first. And this is something the staff has taken personally also. Our customers are not necessarily our customers. Our customers are our agents. We hear you and we're here for you. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. How many of you always seek first to understand? Anybody ever had a challenge on this one? I know. Sometimes I speak first to be understood. Just a reminder, seek first to understand. There's always another perspective. You never know what's going on that other end of the email or other end of the line. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. And success results through people. These are our core beliefs that guide everything that we do in Keller Williams. We're a tech company that provides the real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like a trainer consultant, and focuses all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. Would you want your buyers or sellers to lose money on a deal? I don't think you would. If you're not running a profitable business, you're not modeling that for them. We've got the systems and tools to help you do that. And again, are you stuck in the grind? Are you just grinding it out every day, running production? Or are you running a business? Because that's going to be what makes the difference in the next 5 years, whether you're still in the business or not. And you've got people here for you. You've got people here for you. I can sit down with you, and there's several of us on staff that can sit down with you. And the great thing about a mentor and a coach and a consultant is that they see your blind spots, right? Everybody has blind spots. And you want people that are brave enough to tell you the truth, right? Don't pick the people that aren't brave enough to tell you the truth, or you're just wasting your time and theirs. But we can often see within just 15, 20 minutes of chatting with you and where your challenges are and where you're struggling, what the prescription is. If I haven't ever said it before, I've never mentioned CrossFit on a team meeting. I CrossFit. I can tell you all about CrossFit. I love CrossFit. I'm passionate about it. And one of the things that I love about CrossFit is that there's a WOD, there's a workout of the day. I get to go in, I might not even know the movements. I might not know anything that I'm supposed to do. And that's all going to be covered with me before we start. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to program it. I don't have to figure it out. That's what we're here for, to help you with that. There's certain courses that we can put you in. I've sent things out this morning to folks, their next steps. It's so easy to get overwhelmed with all the resources that are available. If you want to take the next step, just sit with me. I'll give you the next 1 or 2 things to do. Go do that and come back. And then we'll pick the next 2 things and the next 2 things, right? And anybody here can help you do that. And we've got a team of experts, really. Market center accounting, compliance, two amazing Accelerate real estate school instructors. I mean, they're in the know on all the new stuff, all the things to watch out for. We've got a director of productivity. You don't have to be in coaching or part of a team or anything at all to go have a consultation and a tech audit, tech review. Just have to decide what you want. That way we can help. We have been voted by Forbes as America's best employers for diversity, 2021. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to give a round of applause on that. So in addition to all of the other impressive awards that we have, this is a pretty big one. There is a link in Outfront magazine that we will share with you when the notes come out. And there are also designs in your command designs that you can share this information as well. Along with Forbes Best Employers for Diversity, we've got a LinkedIn top 21 companies in the United States. One of the 50 best workplaces to grow your career in the United States. And that's putting us in the same running as Amazon, Apple, and Alphabet, which is pretty cool. So you can read more about the honor on LinkedIn. And then we've also got some designs for you to share that information as well. Must be doing something right. This month, we're celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. You've got this design along with some amazing others in your command console as well. Outfront magazine, again, has got some articles there that you can share and a powerful profile of 4 agents who have AAPI heritage.
Do we have things to share on social media of the last 2 things as well?
Yes. Yep. Great question. Christy May asked, do we have templates and things to share on social media from the last 2 slides as well? And there are, yes. And there will be links in the notes coming out. Great question. Check back in the middle of the month for an important piece about how agents of all backgrounds can promote diversity by showing their support for the AAPI community and what KW is doing to lay that foundation. Here's another big one. Keller Williams has partnered with the LGBTQ+ Real Estate Alliance. This one's pretty big. I know it's been in the works for quite a while. So what happens when you combine the world's largest real estate company with an organization dedicated to empowering the LGBTQ+ community on the path to homeownership and advocating on behalf of the community on housing issues? And that's Progress. You can read all about it in the links to follow. Keller Mortgage is offering a refinancing special. You can see some of the details there. 60-day refi special. Keller Mortgage has created an amazing lead generation opportunity with the 60-day refi special. Until June 20th, homeowners can tap into equity through a cash out refinance with no lender fees and a 0.25% reduced rate. If one of your current or future clients didn't take advantage of last year's record low rates, this is their chance before rates rise. You can learn more by contacting a Keller Mortgage officer. Their site also is pretty clean cut, so just jump on there and take a look. And then coming soon to help promote the deal, KWRI will be adding a client communication kit. Has anybody accessed those, the client communication kits? It's a wealth of information, and I'll show you some slides of some of the things that you have access to. Be sure to check that out. In fact, here's a great example. So it gives you everything that you need to, it's client communication in a box, basically. You've got email templates, text templates, even call scripts for certain points to highlight. There are graphics in there, and basically gives you the ability to gain your unfair share of listings this spring. There will be a link to client communication kits in your notes. Yeah, pretty cool graphics too. Outfront's guide to landing more listings, a wealth of data here. Once you've put the seller's wanted client communication kits to good use, you can head over to Outfront, get advice from agents that are doing creative things in this market, proven listing strategies, and there's also a wealth of information that you can share via social media for your clients as well. Just some examples there. Has anybody checked out the magazine yet? The branded magazine? It's pretty awesome. You've got the ability to do it. You can download it and send it electronically. Looks just like this, very visually and aesthetically appealing. You can also have it printed if you choose to do so. High quality and looks very, very professional. So it debuted last season, and they have just added the second issue of the agent branded magazine to designs. It is fully customizable, so you can add your specific information in there, as well as there's plenty of templates and material in there for you to use already if you're short on time. You'll have a link to the the content kit and the magazine as well in our following information. Jen, you want to talk about smart plans? All right, I'm going to hand the floor over to Jen and let her talk about smart plans.
Do I? I just want to make sure I don't get too close to the other microphone. Ooh, that's loud. All right, you guys, I'm going to just lower this just a little bit. Y'all don't need to hear me. All right, that's a little bit better. So smart plans, one of the things that they have done in smart plans for us recently is do this featured section. And so these are the smart plans that will work for everybody's business, no matter what stage you're in. They are the most commonly used, tied and tested smart plans. To go into your smart plans, as you see in this example here, you're not going to have anything in your smart plans until you first go to the library and add them. And so that's where these featured are. The other favorite thing that I like to look at smart plans, I like to look at the highest rated. So I want to see how many agents are using it, how many, and how many are giving a 4 to 5 star rating. But smart plans are basically your drip campaigns. It's a way for you to stay on top of your people, to talk to your database, your data bank, because really your business is your database. And we've got, the newest thing before this that was added was the trigger feature, to where you can automatically, let's say you're running Facebook ads, and automatically there's a trigger in there with the contact lead that the system assigns that will start that smart plan and start talking to your people right away. Or let's say you want to run something for all your dog lovers. Every time you put a contact in your database and you have that tag, it'll automatically run that smart plan. So smart plans is your way of keeping in contact with your people effortlessly, and making sure that you're having repeat and referral business, and also making sure that the people in your database are not buying and selling with other people because you were not top of mind. And that's what I have to say about that.
We've gone over a lot. Are there any questions so far? Any questions for Jen on smart plans?
Hey, remind me that command orientation is tomorrow from 10 to 12.
We've got command orientation tomorrow from 10 to 12. This will be a great place to learn more and to workshop it, right? If you choose to do so. All right, we've got some must reads. We've talked a lot about Outfront. Pretty sure you know it's there by now. And the Red Label store is having a flash sale. So if you need some nice KW gear, be sure to run over to the Red Label store. I'll have a link in there for you in the notes. All right, now the fun stuff. So first things first, we're going to start doing some fun stuff for our meetings through the summer. Super excited there. If there's something that you want or an idea that you have to get the energy up and get us back in motion through the summer. We want to hear from you, and we've got some things in mind. So be sure to stay tuned. We have a media room now available to you. Please bring your own recording device. That's what that stands for. It can be as simple as a cell phone or as complex as a high-speed camera. We do have green screen available if you choose to use that, and lighting, and even I've presented over Zoom with the green screen behind me. Your electronic templates will pick up perfectly on there, and the lighting just looks super professional.
So for now, have them call the front desk.
Yep. So for now, call the front desk to make a reservation, and we look forward to seeing some videos coming out. Watch tomorrow for an interview with yours truly. Much more fun than all these notes we've been going through. Yes, I'm telling a brief version of my story. It's going live tomorrow morning. Watch for it. Once you see the link, be sure to subscribe so that you can be updated on all of the awesome content that is getting ready to come out through the Market Center on the YouTube channel.
Which is called what?
Wait for the link. Wait for the link. So we had a wonderful question from Chris about what is the YouTube channel called. Watch for the link. When the video pops up, there's a small subscribe now button. It's going to take you and subscribe you to our link there. Super, super easy. Strategic partnerships, AKA vendors. Who do you know that runs an awesome business? Because we want to be partnered with awesome people. We've got obviously arrangements with Tim Stratton and the lovely ladies of UHG. And we're ready to start adding some other people to our group of recommended vendors. They need to be like-minded and community oriented. And we've got some programs in place and some different levels of value that we are ready to provide for them, along with access to things like our media room. So if you know of somebody that you want to recommend that's running an awesome business, please get them in contact with either Jen or I, and we'll be happy to have a conversation with them. We've got a May Luxury Mastermind coming up on May 19th at 11. That's tomorrow for those of you that are tagged as luxury agents and have earned in. And then, are you in the game? Join our next panel June 9th. What's the focus of our next panel going to be?
What's your word?
What's your worth? Focus of the next panel. So, did I miss anything? We've got a couple minutes to spare. It's a lively bunch in here today. I mean, come on. Do we have any questions? Anything top plate? Anything you're hearing out there, needing? How can we best support you? Yes, ma'am. You want to come on up? Just come on up. Take it. Take it.
Hi, everybody. Just a couple of reminders here. Of course, you know, I got to do that whole compliance thing, right? CE, continuing education, is due June 10th. And we have in-person CE coming up on the 20th, which is Thursday. All day here, you can take your general update as well as your elective here in the Burlington Training Center. And just a reminder, the commission has opened up renewals. Remember, you have 45 days to do it. It was open May 15th. And please renew your license by June 30th. For those of you who have firm license, please renew those as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And Curtis, go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, I may have missed something. I'm not sure, but I know with the new guidance from the state as far as like masks and whatnot that went out Friday, have we gotten any different direction as far as like showing homes and things like that we need to be privy to?
Curtis, I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question one more time?
Yeah, with the I guess the mask mandate changes that happened Friday. Have we rolled out anything from the real estate board or from our market center about showing houses and how we do our business in regards to that? Are we sticking to the same processes, any best practices that anybody talked about that I may have missed?
Great question, Curtis. And I'm going to be quite honest. I have not seen anything come out yet from the boards, and I've been checking my emails. So I would just say follow the state's guidelines right now. And of course, your comfort level as well. But let's just make sure that we are in compliance with whatever the rules are. And if the individual boards or MLSs come out with guidelines, then we'll be sure to get those out as well.
I was just thinking it might be a little different with us going into people's homes and stuff, you know?
Right. And one thing to take note is also, as you're taking listings, just check with your seller and their comfort level as well. So we want to make sure that we are serving our clients to the best of our ability, and just kind of get a feel for your client's level of comfort.
Thank you. Good question.
I have a
Anybody
question.
else?
I have a question.
Go for it. Who is it? Who do I have? I see N's iPhone.
Natalie Marone.
Natalie.
Hey, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Jump in there.
Oh, I would just love to know. I heard you talking about the vendor list, but where do we have that? How do I find that?
Yeah, that's a great question. We're putting it together. Our two vetted vendors that we've got are Tim over at Cross Country, and then the Union Home Group. There's United Home Group in Clarksville. I do it every time. The ladies at Union Home Group are our two officially vetted strategic partners currently.
So is this a list that will include things like painters and movers and packers, or is this solely for mortgage people?
Absolutely. No, that's our goal, is to put together an official list of folks that we're in close contact with, that we can recommend both to our agents as well as our customers. So if
Great.
you know of somebody, please share with us. We want to put a list together for everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, great question. What else we got? Anything else out there? All right. Well, go forth, enjoy the sunshine I see coming out. And if we can do anything to serve you, please let us know. Take a listing, leave your space better than you found it. Love y'all.
On her Mac team leader.